been kinsman 20 years.
Connor MacLeod was my kinsman. I don't know who you are.
Because
Hey guys, Risen Lynx here, and today we're going to be talking about Highlander, 1986. One of my favorite movies of all time, probably top 15. My favorite movie of all time is The Godfather. I always mess up on these fucking reviews. I try not to. I try my best with these reviews. I really do. I have a hard time talking in front of a camera to myself. I don't know why. But anyway, guys, this movie is one of my favorites. Like I said, it has action. It has Scottish things, Scotland. It has Clancy Brown. It has Christopher Lambert, and it has Sean Connery, which is great. I'm sure if this movie was made back in the 60s, I'm sure Sean Connery would probably be the main character. It has beheadings. It has everything in this movie, and I got shown this movie back when I was really little, probably not really little, probably 13, 14 years old, maybe 13. And my father showed me this movie. I'm like, this is weird. This is a weird fucking movie. I didn't understand at the time. I'm like, why is there a wrestling show in the beginning of the fucking movie? And then I'm like, later on in life, I'm like, oh, that had to be there because two immortals had to see each other, and one of them had to die. And but I don't think like I said, I don't know if I said that yet, but I don't think I have any dislikes to this movie. This movie is flawless to me. I think it's my favorite in the franchise too. So we're gonna read a little bit of a plot synopsis of the movie. Bear with me on this one. Highlander 1986 is a fantasy film, action film directed by Russell. I can't pronounce his last name. It's probably Scottish, and it has Christopher Lambert, Sean Connery, and Clancy Brown. The film follows Connor MacLeod, a Scottish warrior from the 16th century who discovers he is one of the immortals. Beings who cannot die unless beheaded. So, how he finds out he's Scottish. How he finds out he's immortal is when he gets stabbed by the Kurgan in the movie because they have a war battle, and he ends up getting, like I said, stabbed and dying. And they end up taking him back to the clan, which is, I love the scenery in this fucking movie. They actually have the Highlands. I think they actually probably taped on location this fucking movie because it's so beautiful and majestic, this movie. And he ends up going to this the clan, and he's dead. So they all think he's dead. And then he comes back to life, and he walks through the tavern. I think they're all at the tavern, and everybody's staring at him. The fuck? and he's like, what? My brothers. And he's like, they're like, we don't want nothing to do with you. Instead of killing him, or instead of doing something, they actually banish him from the clan, which is sad because they're like, is this witch? Is this witchcraft or some shit? So he ends up finding a girl and having a life with her, but he can't have any kids because being immortal, you can't have children. And also, he can't die. Well, he can die, but not till later. Well, But he can't grow old, is what I meant to say. So, the second one's fucking shit, and it ruins that. But and so he ends up falling in love with this girl, and she's okay looking. So he wants a life with her, but he can't because Sean Connery ends up coming to him one day and telling him, look, you can't have children with this woman. And first he ends up training him because he tells him, look, you need to be trained, because if you don't get trained, if you get your head chopped off, you're done. So he goes, all right, I'll train for a while. And so he ends up getting trained, but then Sean Connery's character, Ramirez, that's his name, ends up telling Christopher Lambert's character, Connor MacLeod, he's like, look, you can't have children with her. It's impossible, and you're gonna grow old, and she's gonna grow old, and you're gonna stay young. You're gonna stay the same exact age. And he goes, I love her. I'm not gonna leave her. So he ends up feeling the heartbreak later on when she ends up actually growing old, and he ends up being with her before when she actually passes away. It's sad. It really is. It's like what if you do have that where you just live forever and people just stay the same age when people die like around you. It's sad because you have a whole life. But I mean, there are people that come after you still though. So I don't know. But I love the music and the soundtrack to this fucking movie. It's like Queen. The Queen does all the music in this movie. This is my favorite in the franchise. Originally, In-Game was my favorite, but I think this one's my favorite. I do like Duncan MacLeod a lot, but that's not until later on. I don't know if I'm going to do all these movies, but I probably will. The second one, I used to like. I used to like it. Now I don't. It's not bad, I don't think, but it's just not one of my favorites. So the whole movie basically takes place in New York, but a lot of it takes place in Scotland also. So it's like half and half, kind of. He ends up falling in love with another girl, I think, in this movie. Yeah, falling for another girl, and same shit happens basically. But he doesn't grow old. I mean, she doesn't grow old because it stays in the same exact like timeline in this movie. Bear with me because it's been a little bit since I've seen this movie. But she's kind of like trying to because she thinks that he killed the guy in the beginning of the movie, which like I said is at the wrestling concert, but he didn't. Well, he did, but only for a good reason because he would have probably died. And she's trying to check out the sword, and they end up having sex because they end up falling for each other. And what else? Clancy Brown comes back and tries to like come after him, and he goes. He calls him Highlander all the time. I love this fucking movie so much. I can't praise it enough. I love all the sword play in this fucking movie. It's all good. And at the end, Clancy Brown Kurgan ends up falling to Connor MacLeod, which is awesome because I love the battle that they had at the very end. Again, bear with me. I haven't seen it in a little bit. It's been like a couple months, but I basically told you that they can't die, and the only way they can die is to get their head lopped off. But they gain the experience of the guy that they killed. So, I mean, they get better at swords and dueling and stuff like that. And they get this power and they go, ah! But, yeah, and so it ends pretty good. It ends, and I would recommend it to a lot of people that love anything to do with Scotland and anything to do with like castles, and the love story part is shoehorned in. I think you didn't really need that because he already knows that he can't, be with this girl for a long time. But I mean, it's a good movie. I recommend it. Fully recommend it to people. It's my favorite, one of my favorite films of all time, and I probably give it a full 5 stars. I love this movie. I'm biased, but anyway, guys, that's basically my review on Highlander. I tried my best to not screw up on this one, but I will be not in this room next week. I'm gonna be moving my table and everything upstairs. So yeah, next time you see me, I don't think I'm going to be doing another review because this probably won't come out until Friday because it took me a long ass time to do. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it if you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe.